Easy. My Nix hounds are nervous. They smell the orcs in the past. Citizens have been disappearing from the roads near here. I came to investigate and found these intruders. Orcs. They've been a problem in the mountains before, but this... I can't officially authorize it, but it sure would be useful to know why the orcs are here. I saw an orc studying a letter. Might be orders from somewhere. If you could get hold of a...
Give a girl a hand. Where in Shaw's name did you come from? Never mind. Get me out of these ropes. I've tied myself up for fun. What does it look like? I've been captured by orcs. Cut me free. Much better. That's one. I'm angry at myself for getting caught by these milk drinkers, and I hate that. I owe them a debt. Want to help me thwart them? In fact, I do. The orcs are carrying kindle pitch. I could smell it. Probably to burn elven houses. Kill some of these snowbacks, collect their kindle pitch, and throw it at their torch. I'm going to scout around and figure out our next move. Meet me at the huge gates after you set the supply.
My head! You can see me, outsider. I beg you. My followers and I came here to investigate a great magical disturbance. We were ambushed and fallen upon by Kralek Gravortag, an orc. Kralek used some foul necromancy to bind our souls to our skulls. Mine sits upon his dark altar. The skulls of my followers were spread among the orcs, their souls to be used as slaves. Yes, that just might work. Find the skulls and bring them to Kralek's altar. We may be dead, but we still have power. We can pull Kralek. Yes, outsider. Other than Kralek, you're the first person I've spoken to since... was a priestess of the tribunal. I came here with a group of 6 other priests to seek the... Kralek Gravortag is practicing terrible necromancy in this land. He studies a new art to bind the souls of the dead to morbid fetishes. We became his latest experiment. Kralek is cunning. For an orc, the spell can't be broken as simply as that.
Now we strike back.
Thank you for releasing us.
Sweet relief.
Daggerfall!
For the Covenant.
High Rock and Hammerfell! Add your skull to that pile, meddler!
Kralik is dead, and our spirits are free. We are free. Go in peace with our blessing.
Look at the dancing flames. Did you get them all? Good. These orcs will be sorry they took me captive. We Nords appreciate... Those Covenant banners are a source of pride to these louts. Destroying them would be a blow to their morale. I think... Then here's the finish. Kill their leader Gruznak, the Impatient. If there's one thing an orc can't resist, it's a challenge. Blow the Great Horn by the gate. That'll bring him out. Meanwhile, I'll go find When you go for the banners, watch for the guards on the towers. Skiva calls himself Gruznak the Impatient. I guess these orcs consider recklessness a virtue. Can't say I think they're wrong. Just be careful.
challenge Gruznak.
Dry rock and hammerfell. Blood and fire. Now that's what I call a happy end. Sure, Stones, you did it. These troops heard the horn blow and came running for Narcissus. With Gruznak gone, we can sweep up the rest of these orcs in no time. You've got a heavy hand, friend. I like that.
Ah, you're back. What did you discover? Let me see what you found. Covenant mercenaries? You've done well to bring this to me, Traveler. I'll make sure this news...
Thank Vivek you stopped the Covenant from summoning Sadal.
When are the guards going to do something about our missing people?
I assure you, we're doing everything we can. We're stretched thin as it is. Orcs to the south, mercenaries camped outside by the lake, and now people are missing. I'm not sure how much more we can take. You don't know the half of it. It's the damn Lodos plague. People are scared. Many have already fled Narcissus to avoid getting sick. Of course, that's not what the remaining villagers believe. They think their families were stolen in the middle of the night. I've heard everything from a plot by the house leaders to elf-eating Bane King roaming the countryside. The Kin House is looking into it. Speak to whoever you want. The Kin House is more concerned with the coming plague than searching for people who probably just ran away. But I'm sure a counselor will hear you out. I'm not paid to think about this. That's a luxury for someone of higher rank than me. I'll admit something seems off-kilter. If only the house...
Did you come from the Cirque? We sent a guard over there to check on some disturbing rumors we've been hearing. This confirms it. The Maulborn need to be wiped out. Thanks for bringing this news, Traveler.
I told you, we're leaving this forsaken place. I'd rather... Wait. You're not my husband. What do you want? Narcissus isn't safe, stranger. Not that House Hlaalu cares. Do the guards search for our missing people? No, because the House Councillors don't tell them to. I'm not going to become a victim. That's why I'm leaving. No one does anything in Narcissus if the Kin House doesn't command it. It's that large building over there. You can't miss it. Be careful, outsider. They might decide you're sick. Plague this, plague that.
How do you fight something you can't see? It isn't fair. I can't cut the throat of the plague. I can't smash its bones. I can only... Me? No, not yet. I wait for the plague to find me. That's all we can do, isn't it? The House leaders debate. They try, but the solution eludes them. We'll slowly fade away, one by one, as the plague takes us all. Gates can't stop it. We can.
I don't suppose you're here to buy a weapon. No, you probably just want me to fix another wagon wheel or something. Everyone just wants to get out of here. Look around. Narcissus is practically deserted. The plague, the curse, whatever you want to call it, it's driving everyone away. Or maybe that crazy story the villagers chatter on about is true. I think the people are scared. And they should be. The Lodos plague rushes onward and Narcissus is directly in its path. If there's any truth to the other rumors, then I'm sure the House Councillors...
And that's why we should seal the city. We can't allow more afflicted into Narcissus.
That makes perfect sense, old friend. But we can't cut ourselves off from the outside world.
If you truly care about our people, you'll seal Narcissus and be done with it. We can't take any more chances.
I'm sorry you had to witness that. My friend shows great concern for Narcissus, sometimes greater than my own. What can I do for you? You'd think the entire town had disappeared the way everyone carries on. People are missing, but Giron has guards looking into the matter. Very little. No one has actually seen any of these people leave Narcissus. And we don't have enough... I usually don't hire mercenaries, but these are desperate times. If you can prove these claims aren't just fearful delusions, report back to me immediately. Giron believes we must seal Narcissus to protect it from the plague. Narcissus is a center of trade, and such drastic measures aren't called for. Though I admit, I haven't decided. They say I'm not aggressive enough, that my indecision hurts Narcissus. Perhaps Giron is right. Ah, Narcissus, my beloved city. At its peak, Narcissus was a vibrant center of trade. Merchants would come from far and wide to hawk their wares. Most are back east, dealing with corruption inside Mournhold. Few want to enter a region ravaged by plague. But I won't give up. I'll weather this storm.
seen my damned apprentice? The boy's later than usual today. With my luck, he's probably gone off and gotten the plague. I wouldn't worry about it. I whipped him for messing up our shipments, and he's probably off sulking. The boy claims it wasn't his fault that we received the wrong crates. Like I believe that. He needs to pay better attention. They're stacked on the other side of the shed. Damn kids broke into them during the night, took whatever was in them and ran. If you want to pick through the broken crates, be my guest.
You're looking into matters that don't concern you, outsider.
How could he be so stupid? I told him where to deliver the shipment, but he thinks he knows everything. That's why things get messed up. My apologies, just talking to myself, don't mind me. Nothing at all, don't mind me. Just a servant here. What's it to you, anyway? Why are you in my master's house? He's an important person in Narcissus. A writer. Writes all day, writes all night. But don't touch his journal. How would I know? I sweep, I dust. I don't read. The master would never let me look in his journal. His room upstairs is off limits. I stay down here, cleaning, just as my master tells me.
Only the
Well?
finest merchandise.
Where's my husband? By Vivek's beard, if he's drunk and passed out somewhere, I'll leave without him. That no-good, useless piece of Kwama cattle. Oh, hello. You haven't seen my husband? Everyone knows my husband. Evis. If he hasn't borrowed something from you or finished off your Ash Lake ale, then you're not trying very hard. He ships our goods. He mentioned something about a botched delivery that he had to deal with. You know what he's probably dealing with. His thirst for ale. That would be a big help. I'm sure he's sleeping it off in one of the nearby houses. If you find an elf that smells of piss and ale, that's Evis. Tell him to hurry up or he's...
Please, I've told you everything I know.
One more lie and I make you stop talking. Permanently. Understand? I have no intention of letting an amateur screw up my investigation. Turn around and walk away. Now. You're interrupting my interrogation, that's what. And just as I was about to get to my favorite part. I have no quarrel with you. Not yet. So go away. Listen to me closely. You and I are on the same side here. I've been hired to track down the origin. It doesn't matter. We've linked strange shipments to this courier. He refuses to talk, but I've never met a man I couldn't break. Take this letter to Councillor Ralden. It explains how vials of the plague were shipped into Narcissus.
You're back. I hope you're here to tell me that my people are just imagining things and everything is fine. What's this? Notes? A journal attacked? Slow down. I've never heard of Vox. And the thought of someone smuggling Loda's plague into Narcissus frightens me. This news is very disturbing. I'm at a loss. People disappear into thin air and someone brought a plague into Narcissus? That terrifies me. I need to seal the city. No one gets in or out. I won't let any more of our people vanish. Will you perform one more task for us? To facilitate... Find Giron Sadri. He's upstairs. He needs to know what you discovered. Do whatever he asks. I need to speak to the guards and prepare to seal Narcissus.
So, half of Narcissus must vanish and plague must threaten the city before Ralden comes to his senses? And it takes an outsider to make him understand. Perhaps my friend isn't fit to lead anymore. Of course he did. Ralden hasn't been able to make a decision on his own in years. At least he's finally doing. The Maulborn are obviously involved. Any fool can see that. With the city sealed, all of the guards will be busy. However, I suggest you slice a path through their camps by the lake. Look for anything that will tell us the location of the Lodos plague. Return.
give up, do you? Before you ask, yes, I've been following you. No, I have nothing to do with the missing people or the plague, and no, I'm not here to fight you. There, it's out of the way. Feel better? Now let's talk about why Giron wants you dead. Of course he did. Sending an overconfident outsider into camps full of Malborn certainly sounds like a day at the fair. And if they killed you, you'd never find out that he brought the plague to... I've been watching Narcissus for weeks. We even have an agent inside the kin house. Anything that enters or leaves Narcissus is tracked, and those broken crates had Giron's name written all over them. The question is, this doesn't look good. There must be a reason why Giron wanted Narcissus sealed and why he wanted you dead. Get back there and find out. The organization I belong to does two things. Finds targets and eliminates targets. My target happens to be connected to the Lodos plague. Our goals overlap. That's not your concern. Just remember what I told you. We're on the same side. And don't get yourself killed, hero. Narcissus needs you. Sorry, we don't know each other well enough to get that personal just yet. Trust me, though. We both want to stop the Malborn.
Keep us here, Raleigh.
Why did the guards allow them to camp so close to town? God, worthless, the lot of them.
You're back. We need to talk. Ralden isn't here. He and Giron left some time ago. And Giron's connection to the Malborn makes me a little concerned. Let's just say I'm well informed. I've suspected the connection for a while, and his abduction of the Councillor confirms it. My associate and I tend to avoid situations not covered by our contracts. Ralden isn't here. He and Giron left some time ago. And I don't know. I only know what the reports tell me. Giron probably took Ralden somewhere secluded, far. Narcissus is sealed. Villagers are missing. Crates of Lodos plague arrive in the night. Now you discover the plague intensifies when it festers. Reports tell me that a group of villagers have decided to take matters into their own hands. I don't condone their actions, but they might have information. Find the Argonian called Slips. I have a feeling she's going to want your help. Tales of your exploits already spread through Narcissus. Find the Argonian, and I'd wager that before you say a word, she asks you to meet with her companions.